Hello everyone, this is Valerie with Old Alley Quilt Shop again. So today's block is block 5, Best Friends. So this block has lots of flying geese. There's flying geese here and flying geese here. So you get some practice if you don't already know how to do those. I have the block laid out on my design board. And it has you take the B and C blocks or these out here to do your flying geese. So I'm going to do 1 or 2 here for you, and then I'm going to pause you and finish up because there's 8 of them to do. So I align the corners. The long side should be laying on your triangle. And so you'll have this tail that hangs over, but you need that for you to have a nice edge for your points. Again, because I do starch all these so it doesn't stretch as easily, but bias does stretch. So okay. Because these get pretty thick, I like to iron them open. I'm going to do this on the ironing board quickly so I get nice and flat. Okay, ironed it open. Get away from the light to see the edge. Okay, so I like to start from the center here. I didn't mention that before. Or if I didn't do that before. Sometimes I forget. But if you do this correctly, there should be 1/4 inch from this top of the, oops, sorry, I'm not going to do this correctly. This point should be 1/4 inch away from the edge. So probably have to trim it up. But anyway, there is 1. I will go around, do the other 8, and I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. So I've done all but 1 here. Here's a of the flying geese. Flying geese are not my favorite. All the things to do. But everybody has to have a nemesis. Not that I can't do them, they just aren't my favorite. Again, I like to start from the top here, the center. And then, so this is the center flying geese. There's 4 of each of those. So I wanted to go through the last little piece of that. I'll square this up in a second. It's looking pretty good. I wanted to bring over my cutting board. These are 2.5 by 4.5-inch rectangles is what they should finish at. So I finished all those. I thought I would finish one of these with you. Camera's kind of in my way, sorry. So if you see, there's this 45-degree angle line on here. You should be able to match your point down the side. I'm going to clean up those two edges. And then I turn it around. Looks like sorry, this is a little awkward for me. But there's, oops, there it is, all cleaned up. So again, a couple more here. Oops, let's start it this way. Try to line my 45-degree line up. There's another one. Oops. I'll start this way. I can line that up. Oops. Alrighty. So I got those three too. So I'm going to move this out of my way. So then these go in these positions. So I got all those done. So then really all we have to do is sew it does the center first as a piece. So the center as a piece and then these two edges. So also these three pieces, these three and these three together, and then sew them together. I'll be right back. Well, I wanted to point out this little piece about sewing your flying geese units. Hopefully you can see this one little piece. If you notice, I use my stiletto. This is where my two seams cross. And so I want this needle to go right there, and that will be my point. That's how you don't lose your points. So when I'm putting flying geese units together, I typically try to have my flying geese unit on top so I can notice that. Again, I'll do another one just to reiterate. When I do these, I want my stitch line to cross that X right there. I know it's probably hard to see. That's right here where both my stitch lines cross. Okay, hopefully your screen's darker or more lighter than mine. So here's the block. I got the center done. So now the same thing. Put those 4 pieces together. I tend to chain them, these 4 pieces together, these 2 pieces together, and then add them to here. And the arrows here, you can see, tell you which way is best to press your seams this direction. That way they can nest. When you're done, it should be 12.5 by 12.5. I'll finish mine and I'll be right back.